I'm going to tell you some things today that you're probably not even going to believe. And I have no agenda here. I'm not pushing for a specific US political party or against it or whatever. I don't hate cryptocurrency. I actually, full disclaimer, I love Bitcoin. I love cryptocurrency. This is the latest scoop, drama, research, unveiling, just discovery, investigation of FTX. All of their lies, fraud, and deceit. Specifically, we're looking at how this is all intertwined with the US government. And I could be killed after this video, among many others who are diving deep into this subject. But this scam runs so much deeper than people can even fathom. My name is Vosk. You're on the Voskcoin YouTube channel. I'm going to show you a clip by Ken Griffin. Listen to it. But before you write me off already, I'm also going to show you a clip that Ken Griffin ain't no hero. Okay? But listen to both of these clips.
That all of us are worried about. You know, on the balance sheet of FTX is a line called Trump lose. And Sam was the second biggest donor to Democratic candidates.
I'm going to leave it to everybody else to draw their own conclusions about what you're saying here.
Right? Those are really, really ugly facts when you see a fraud of this magnitude having played out, and you find no regulators were there to prevent it. That's a really, really tough story. Many dynamics of how humans behave can be, in a sense, taken advantage of by technology. If we know how humans behave and we can predict that, we can use that to better position our portfolios.
Elizabeth Warren is known for being an anti-crypto senator who helped her draft her tax legislation in 2016. None other than Joseph Bankman, the father of SBF, Sam Bankman Fried. But we're changing Sam's name to Scam Bank Run Fraud. You can't make this up, but this just tip the iceberg, boys. Aid for Ukraine, the website name has recently changed. And this just shows how stupid everyone is who participated with this, and naive, because all of this stuff it always ends up being a scheme, a fraud, a scam. Okay, so they raised over 600 Bitcoin, over 10,000 Ethereum, over 400,000 DOT, over 15 million USDT, over 10 million Solana, about 3 million USDC. This is a huge sum of money. And I don't have a problem with Ukraine. Don't misunderstand this, take this out of context. Wow. It's been removed. I'm gonna need to find a screenshot. This was in partnership with FTX and Kuna. Wow. That was just removed. Did the Democrats get caught in a massive multi-million-dollar Ukraine money laundering scheme? The media is silent. The media is endorsing, is protecting, is basically still somehow trying to not villainize SBF, a psychopath fraudster. Look at this clip. It's worse than Bernie Madoff.
I don't know what these people were thinking, and I don't think they realized that besides wealthy investors, they were hurting middle-class investors, retired police officers, firefighters. It's outrageous.
First Selectman Ken Flato can add his town of Fairfield, Connecticut to Bernard Madoff's list of victims. The town's 58,000-person pension fund just lost $42 million overnight.
The crypto market in chaos after the collapse of the FTX exchange, with a new set of questions on where billions and billions of dollars went.
A criminal investigation of its founder, Sam Bankman Fried, has been opened in the Bahamas.
This is being called the worst disaster in the history of crypto.
This is bigger than Bernie Madoff.
The difference, though, Bernie Madoff's victims were returned over 81% of their initial investments. SBF's fraud will likely return about 5%. There are some other reports coming out that maybe people could see 40%. I doubt it. I doubt it, especially the little guy. I doubt it. We'll see, though. Here's a comment that we got on our YouTube channel by Craft Eccentricity. Okay? And I'm not saying I agree with everything he says here, but let's check it out. FTX was a money laundering operation, he says, used by politicians in D.C., Washington, D.C. of the United States of America. Apparently home of the free and brave, whatever it used to be, right? Pelosi got $6 million. The Senate Leadership Fund is the Political Action Committee, PAC, controlled by Mitch McConnell. Within the quarterly FEC filings, the Senate Leadership Fund, we discovered that in addition to funding Joe Biden and Democrats, the Ponzi scheme known as FTX Cryptocurrency Exchange was also funding Mitch McConnell $2.5 million. There's a lot of speculation about U.S. taxpayer funds going to Ukraine, then transferring into the FTX Crypto Exchange program, then exiting back out with FTX donations to the DC politicians who provided the Ukraine funds. If this ends up being accurate, then the FTX cryptocurrency operation was used as a laundry system to funnel money from Congress through Ukraine back into the pockets of politicians. Do not look for DC politicians to investigate or expose themselves. They are part of the scheme. Why is FTX International filing for Chapter 11 in the US and not for a bankruptcy procedure in the Bahamas? How is this beneficial to FTX management? How is that even possible given FTX International has no ties with the US? Furthermore, why is FTX US a separate, supposed to be US and US regulated entity wrapped up in the same bankruptcy? None of this stuff makes any sense. The New York Times wrote a positive story about a crypto founder who defrauded victims out of billions of dollars. The details looking like $1 million impacted here. And if somehow you don't know all this stuff, watch our other videos that we've been making on the content. But TLDR is Coinbase, one of the biggest exchanges in the world. Binance, one of the biggest exchanges in the world. FTX, formerly one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. They were in the same sentence. But FTX was a Ponzi scheme. They were intertwined with Alameda Research, which was basically a scam trading group. There's so much more to it. But someone who was heralded as a hero turns out to be one of the biggest literally the biggest scammer in the history of ever. Okay, so we have SBF, CEO of FTX, MIT graduate, Gary Gensler, head of the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission in the United States, former professor at MIT, Glenn Ellison, professor of economics at MIT, former boss of Gary Gensler, Caroline Ellison, CEO of Alameda, dated Bankman Fried, daughter of Glenn Ellison. And apparently these FTX employees were just all doing each other in the office, to put it simply. It's disgusting. So, college head MIT, MIT teacher, college MIT. Look, this stuff is running deep. Okay, SBF was meeting with Gary Gensler, seeking an exception, proposing framework, just documents, rules, legislation that would cripple the cryptocurrency sector, specifically DeFi, decentralized finance. This dude is closer to a government implant to take down the entire crypto ecosystem, which is supposed to liberate all of us crypto users, enthusiasts, investors, whatever. Absolutely insane. This is like the most insane thing the world has ever seen when you really start digging around. There's footage of SBF here in the courtroom. Watch this. He's basically trying to bribe politicians. He's saying like, yeah, you guys should make some framework and we can pay you money. Like this is just a disguised bribe.
I think one way could be contributions from the digital asset industry as well. If that were the preferred approach, I know that we would be completely comfortable participating in that, so long as it was a reasonable framework. Obviously, we don't want it to be a blank check of infinite size.
Essentially, Gary, Glenn, nice to meet you. This is unreal. What ironic timing. The New York Fed and leading banks start plotting a digital dollar pilot. Destroy crypto, enter CBDC, central bank digital currencies. You think that they don't want to control you? We're all absolutely controlled and ruled by money. If we get our own money, example, Bitcoin and or other cryptocurrencies, then we have a level of liberation, freedom. The governments were never put there to allow that. Bahamas, which apparently, like, do they have SBF? Do they not? Is he under supervision in his $40 million penthouse? But apparently, in that stupid video, you can see here, he was supposed to be driving a Corolla and, like, not have millions of dollars and be wasting it. Dude said he wanted to give away billions. Yeah, you sure did. Wasn't yours to give, though. They were customer funds. But anyway, they're approving a liquidator for FTX assets. We'll see where that goes. Research is coming out that looking at the FTX balance sheets, looking at the liabilities, this isn't billions, not millions, by the way. They owe more than $5 billion in USD. They owe $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, almost $1 billion in Tether, over $500 million owed in Ethereum. And then this other category of $250 million, $220 million to BlockFi, $200 million to Genesis, and some other funds, totaling $9 billion outstanding. There was also the FTX hack drama, backdoor, whatever the hell is going on here. And they've been dumping some of those funds. FTX account drainer here, now sitting as the 36th biggest holder of Ethereum with over 217,000 Ethereum after they market aped 50 million of DAI into Ethereum. Absolutely insane. Liquid Global rebranding to Illiquid Global, because they've halted withdrawals due to FTX exposure here. There's been a lot of rumors about all these weird cryptic tweets that SBF's doing. I mean, he's a total POS psychopath. We're not going to dive into that, but the rumor is deleting tweets. Apparently not the case. People deleting tweets that he retweeted, trying to reduce their exposure to FTX and all that stuff. We have a full video you can check out on the BlockFi drama, but the latest update on that front is that they have paused withdrawals, but apparently they have some liquidity. They're trying to make it right. Hasn't been the worst news, but it's definitely not the best news. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful, but terrified. Personally, I'm exposed to FTX and BlockFi. And so this is just absolute. I mean, like, I'm all cracked out on caffeine, but this is beyond devastating for me personally. Voskcoin and, of course, all the others impacted. I feel for everyone. Be kind. Work together. This situation sucks. We got to band together and, just deal with this. Get through it the best we can. This is the latest scoop on the whole situation. All this stuff runs so deep. There's a lot of details I didn't even dive into in today's video. I hope some of these clips inserted throughout the video help to kind of piece it and weave it together. Myself and our incredible team here is working long hours, intense hours, trying to get to the bottom of what the hell is going on, bring you the latest and greatest information or latest up-to-date information here on the Voskcoin YouTube channel. If you liked it at all, you found it helpful, please share the videos, warn others, keep everyone else in the loop. Let us know what you want to see next. Please post resources in our Discord server on Voskcoin Talk, our forum. Let's work together. Obviously, we're on Twitter right now along with everyone else. Connect with us there. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. And never going to break tradition. Our CCO, our Chief Content Officer here, Tails, our beautiful Sheba, 10 seconds, always and forever. I love this pup. Love you too if you're viewing. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
When I let me